This video is actually for my dad, but this is something that some other guys might find interesting as well. This is my 5 horsepower Cyclone dust collector. Now, as you can see, it looks very similar to a Clearvue Cyclone because it's mostly made from Clearvue parts that were found online in Craigslist. So it's got the 5 horsepower 220 volt Leeson motor. It's got the 16-inch impeller. When I bought it, it did not have the Cyclone body. It was cracked and the previous owner, I guess, had discarded it. But at any rate, I found this Cyclone body online, actually on eBay. It's galvanized steel. I believe it's 28 gauge or 26 gauge. But it's got the 0.5 micron filter, and then it's got the clean out at the bottom as well. So far, very, very good performance with this. I was a little skeptical. Yeah, I was cutting some corners to try to make it a little bit cheaper. So I went with this online version, or this eBay version of the Cyclone dust collector. But honestly, it's been an outstanding performer. I've thrown large chips at it. I've thrown fine dust at it. It's collected everything. I've never had to use this clean out down here. I've been using it for about a month now with very heavy use on the weekends, and I have yet to find anything down here in this clean out, anything significant anyway. But as you can see, then it goes up and around, and I have it branched off, so it goes over to my miter saw. Not 100% sold on this design just yet for my miter saw station, but it's kind of a work in progress. And then I also have a branch going across the top there and over to my table saw, which is right over here. Table saw's on wheels right now. Hoping to replace that table saw in April with something from Grizzly. The ductwork is all from Penn State Industries. It's 26 gauge. It's their economy ductwork, with the exception of the long sweeping elbows that you can see. There's one right there. And I think I've got one over there, one up there. But at any rate, the long sweeping elbows work well, even with the economy ductwork, and they're actually cheaper than buying the economy 90-degree elbows. Now, the reason for that is if you go to Penn State Industries, you get these for the 90-degree economy elbows, and they are designed to operate in a bunch of different configurations, so they can go anywhere from 90 to all the way down to 15 degrees or up to 120. So there's a bunch of different configurations that you can use on those. As you can see as well, I've got some blast gates set up. There's 2 blast gates back there. I've got one set up over here. Again, I'm not 100% sold on that one. But that's probably going to go to my drill press, which will be mounted on top of my bench over there. And then I have one blast gate that I got off of Amazon. I think it's from Peachtree Woodworking, but it's just a plastic blast gate. Like I said before, I'm not 100% sold on this configuration just yet for my miter saw. But the blast gate was cheap enough. It was a plastic blast gate, and it works well. No issues with it at all. So I anticipate that I'll be going with something like this in the future for the design. But the blast gates all came from Lee Valley, by the way, with the exception of that one that came from Peachtree Woodworking, bought through Amazon. Everything else is Lee Valley, and Lee Valley has some great prices on blast gates, by the way. They were one of the cheapest that I found online. So there's a good picture of the system itself. Like I said, 5 horsepower, does an outstanding job of collecting everything I throw at it. So very, very pleased with this system.